Yo, I just saw a deer not long ago in the bush. I don't know if this is a rare thing in Australia or not, but I've never seen a deer before in Australia, and man, isn't that amazing? By the way, no, that's not a deer, that's a dog. Recently, I came across a video while I was scrolling on Instagram, and it's a video of a baby cuckoo bird trying to push an orange off the nest. And when I scroll down to the comments section, people were saying stuff like, man, I hate these birds with a passion. Kill it with fire. Bloody parasites. Kill these birds. I freaking hate those birds. And I couldn't understand why. It's a baby bird, for God's sake. And it was struggling hard to push an orange off the nest. I thought to myself, maybe this bird was being a team player. Maybe this bird was trying to clear out the nest. By the way, it was the person putting the orange in the nest. So it was a little bit mean. The bird was struggling hard. It's so scrawny. This little baby cuckoo bird trying to push a massive orange off the nest. I thought maybe this bird was trying to clear out the nest so that when mom comes back, she could lay more eggs in there, and the baby could have more baby brothers and sisters. But this was not the case. The more I scrolled down and the more I read the comments, something dawned upon me. Something very uncomfortable. The revelation came to me, and I realized that maybe these people were justified in hating this bird. People were saying these birds are parasites because it's true. Apparently, if you don't know anything about cuckoo birds, they strategically lay eggs in other birds' nests so that when the egg hatches, the baby cuckoo birds, like the one shown in the video, can try and push the eggs of the other birds off the nest so that it could get more access to food and resources, because its main mission is to eliminate competition by pushing off the other birds' eggs. When the mother birds come back from hunting and like frolicking in the forest, the mother bird is going to come back, and instead of feeding the food to their babies, they're going to be feeding the cuckoo birds with its massive mouth, this gaping hole, and this unquenchable thirst, like they're truly parasites. And I sort of understand why. Already since birth, these birds are assholes. Like babies, they're not meant to learn these things. They're just babies. They just came out of the egg. They're not meant to learn these behaviors from their parents. But already, these cuckoo birds, since birth, they were nature's biggest assholes by trying to push out the other birds and trying to leech off the resources of these birds. They are truly insidious, evil birds. And it makes me think about society. It makes me think. Because someone commented, this is nature, man. This is what happens in nature, and we are a part of nature. And apparently we as humans should aim to become like nature again, because nature's way is best. I do hear the argument from both sides. The side that say that nature is best and that we humans, we are a part of nature. We shouldn't try to, not be natural. Nature is superior to humankind, essentially. And then we also have people on the other side of the spectrum saying that we humans have transcended. We are morally superior. We are better than those animals. We have consciousness. We can reason. We have the ability to think and discuss abstract concepts like God and religion. We can't be nature no more. Humans are better than nature. We have those people And I do hear the argument from both sides. They do make a lot of sense for me, from both sides. On the one hand, yes, this is nature, and we shouldn't try to, like get rid of the thing that makes us us. Yes, this is a very hard thing for me to come to accept, and that is life. It might be a game, and that there are winners and losers. So yes, the goal is to not die and to pass on the gene and continue this cycle of life until we can figure out what the heck is the meaning of life and where is God. But then on the other hand, I also believe that we are better than these animals, in that we should not leave anyone behind in our society. Yes, I know people in our society would call those who are in need, those who cannot do anything and rely on taxpayers' money, as parasites. Yes, they cannot work because they are physically handicapped, or they are mentally handicapped, or they might even had a really bad upbringing. Really traumatic events happen in their life. They had abusive parents, they came from a broken family, all these things. They're all disadvantaged. In my Christian faith, I used to be a Christian, very strong Christian, and my faith, my belief was that you shouldn't leave anyone behind. You should not leave anyone behind in society. No one should be left behind. That's the main message in Christianity. No one should be left behind. Everyone is loved by God. You should try to get people back to God, and you should be a service to others. Those are the values that I had and still do when I was a Christian. You shouldn't leave anyone behind. I like that. But then I also hear arguments against Christianity and religion, such as Christianity is pro-communism. Christianity has a lot of pro-Marxist ideas, and that's because people have this belief that the government is going to look after them. They're not going to be left behind. They're not going to try anymore. Like if you have the reassurance that even if you mess up somehow, you will still not be left behind, then people are going to stop trying. They're not going to strive to become the best of the best, become a better version of themselves, because they have the belief that, hey, even if I do fuck up, God still loves me, people still love me, they're going to help me no matter what. I'm not going to be left behind, So I do hear both sides of the arguments, and I really don't know what to make of this. I gotta say though, when I was a kid, and you remember those computer games in which there are two players sitting at a computer, and one player controls the left side of the keyboard and the other player controls the other side of the keyboard. I used to play those games with my cousins, and for some reason I never liked those games in which we have to fight each other. My cousin and I, we have to fight each other on the screen. I never liked those games. I don't know why, and my cousin the same way. Maybe we were just really effeminate, and we came from a family that is run by women. I have a lot of female cousins. I play with my female cousin. Our parents give us baths together. I sleep with them. I came from a very feminine family. I have a lot of feminine traits. Maybe that's why, but we never really like to play those games in which we have to fight each other. Instead, we play those games in which both of us on the screen were fighting a boss. Like it's us versus them. And I also, nowadays, as an adult, I think if we were to run into an alien civilization, a race of organisms from outer space, I like the idea of us not obliterating them first. I like the idea of us communicating and trying to work together with those creatures, with those foreign civilizations in order to navigate the universe and trying to figure out the meaning of life and God, our God. I like that idea more than trying to see who can develop the most advanced nuclear weapon and obliterate the other's planets first so that we can dominate the universe. I don't like that idea. I don't know why. Maybe my tech is the wrong tech and we should really push out our competition and dominate the universe. Maybe that's the right answer, because nature doesn't fuck around and neither should we. But I don't know, a part of me still thinks that there's still love in the world, and you know, we shouldn't leave anyone behind, and we should share the resources equitably, not equally, equitably. So those who need it more will receive a bit more help. But I realize then that people also are against this idea, and they might think this is pro-communism and communism never worked. I don't know, man. I'm really confused. And I don't really like the idea that life is a game and that there are winners and losers. And I don't like the idea that the only goal in life is to push out our competition. Like be the only one who can get access to the resources and push out our rivals, and so that we can secure passing on the chain and dominate the world. I don't like that idea. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless. I love you all. Bailey, speak. Hey, speak. Yeah. Talk to you soon.